Welcome to another exciting podcast with me, Vance. That's right, Kopi with Vance. But nowadays, if you look at it, right, because of our weather, most of the time is water, right? I'm right now in the heart city of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So today with me, a guest speaker, let me introduce Mr. Kesavan.
Hello.
How are you, bro?
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
I'm good. How are you?
I am good too.
How's Singapore?
Singapore is hot, but I think Malaysia is...
Hot. Our weather is complicated, bro. It's hot
Yeah?
one day, the next day it's super heavy
Yeah,
rain.
it's unpredictable, right?
Unpredictable. We get flood everywhere.
Right.
And people go missing in the
Right,
drainage and stuff.
right. I heard about it. I mean, it's quite a misfortune, right, to happen that. Thank you, Cash, for joining me today with me at Kopi with Vance. And let me just quickly get a little bit more about yourself so that our viewers know who you are. I know that you are currently a fitness trainer.
Yes.
Right? You're also participating in bodybuilding competitions.
Yes.
So I see a huge responsibility apart from family, your competitions and training. What inspired you to become a trainer?
Actually, I didn't have a choice. After SPM, I straight went into piloting. I studied piloting in Philippines, Manila. Beautiful 2.5 years in Philippines. The moment I graduated, before graduation, that's where I started my fitness journey.
Okay.
I was a student. My pocket money for a week was just 200 ringgit. So I have to kill time. So to kill time, there was a small condo gym.
Okay.
Right under the basement. So there's just a rack of the dumbbells
Right.
and one bench and
Okay.
one treadmill. That's it. Nothing else.
Wow, that's very limited.
It's very super limited. So I just went I went
Okay.
YouTube, I went Google what
Right.
to do with this, what to do with that. I just learned myself, and then I was training there for about 6 months.
Okay.
So after the 6 months, I started progressing. I loved the journey. Then I signed up a membership in a gym nearby my condo.
So more like, can I say it's more like addicted?
Yeah,
You just like
it
can't-
was an addiction. I was a skinny kid. I was
Okay.
skinny. I was 49 kilos when I was 20 years old.
Okay.
I still have the first day gym picture. I was
Okay.
super skinny, 49 kilos. Within 6 months, I went up to 60 kilos. I
Wow.
packed up about 25 kilos.
Right.
So it became an addiction. It became an addiction.
But during this addiction, right, you have discovered something for yourself
Mm-hmm.
that was very addictive. And at the same time, you find a purpose as well.
It keeps me away from Philippines. Like how Malaysia, they say cuti Malaysia.
Okay,
In
okay.
Philippines, they say it's more fun in the Philippines.
Right.
They have wild parties,
Okay.
alcohols, everything. You name it, you get it.
Okay.
It's that kind of place.
Okay.
So when I went when I landed in Philippines, I had a lot of distractions.
Right.
We go to party after class. We'll go buy alcohol in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. It all the teenage life lah. 19
Okay.
years old, 20 years old. I did all those things. Then when I moved into the gym, this party life slowly reduced.
Okay.
Slowly reduced. I had more time in the gym. Also, I would say it just distracted me into a good path.
But that was in Philippines, right?
That was in Philippines.
And if I heard it right, you mentioned about pilot. So you
Yes.
are a qualified pilot.
Yes, I'm a fresh grad.
Wow. So now can you fly a plane?
Yeah.
Wow.
Flying plane is actually like driving a car. You
Okay.
ask any pilots, they'll tell the same thing.
I see. Okay.
It's actually easy. So upon graduating, I came back home. My parents were not so well to do. So what they did, they needed more money.
Okay.
Because I studied in Philippines. To come and work in Malaysia, I have to convert my license.
Okay.
For that, I need at least about 200K. This is back in 2014-15, around that time.
Okay.
So I didn't want to burden my parents because to complete my studies itself, they sold so many things and make me study there. So I came back. I still remember July 2nd. 2nd of July 2014, I came back. 7th of July, I'm already working in Celebrity Fitness as a
Okay.
fitness coach.
Right. So your journey, you went to Philippines, you became a pilot, and then you became a trainer, right? So everybody, start from ground zero, right? Even when I started in the fitness industry, also zero experiences.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Of course, you were training yourself, but do you like that concept of working in a gym? And sometimes you get all these instructions and sales and so forth. How was that environment for you?
Okay, exactly after 1 year of training myself, I moved into the fitness, personal training industry.
Okay.
The main purpose of me going into a gym like Celebrity Fitness, a commercial gym, to join there and become a personal trainer is to gain knowledge. That was my sole purpose. I wanted to learn more about this because now I know how to transform myself.
Okay.
That also, I only know how to gain muscles.
Right.
I don't know how to lose fat yet. I don't know how to train someone who is with medical issues, injuries, those kind of things. So I went into Celebrity Fitness solely to gain knowledge. Also, when I was there, I went to unlimited courses.
Okay.
You know how it works.
Upgrade,
They will
right?
say every month they will
Upgrade.
give you the brochures. Okay, this month we have these 4 courses. This month we have these 3 courses. Just come and attend. Most of the courses, it's paid for.
Okay.
So we just go learn. I worked there for 2 years.
Let's say if now, will you go back to a gym again to work as a trainer?
No.
Right.
No.
Never.
Because that is not about the knowledge. It's about the money making side of it.
Okay.
How much we take actually for, let's say, per session is about 135.
Okay.
The charges over there in the
Okay.
gym. You will barely get 40 ringgit.
Right.
Now,
so there's
if
a
I do
commission,
that-
commission structure.
Commission structure.
Yeah.
Of course, they are providing the client base
Right.
for you.
Okay.
Now, I am confident that I can build a client base by myself wherever I go.
But can I also add on, working in a commercial gym and doing it on your own self, you have so much of things to explore.
Yes.
If you think that, okay, you know what, I want to implement a certain exercise, you can just ask yourself, you research, you with that wisdom, with the knowledge, you just implement. But if you're working in a gym, you constantly have to get approvals, you constantly have to get instructions, and sometimes you can't fly even though you got the wings. How do you feel about that?
That is good. When I started freelance, I had all the freedom. I don't have to report about my sales to anyone.
Yeah, you go.
Because if I want the food on my table, I have to work for it.
Okay.
I don't have to work so hard, give some of my food to my manager,
Right.
to my sales manager, to my company boss. I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Whatever I make, it's all for me. So I work hard for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And along the journey of your fitness industry right now, right? There's a couple of videos that I have actually saw that, and it's actually caught my attention. And there is a very powerful messages you're trying to, not only trying to, but you're already induce that to the people, whoever's watching you and your followers, right? That health is the most wealth that anyone can. What your thoughts about that?
I would say we are in an era where, we are in a country where we are full of delicious food. Every day morning you wake up, you leave your house, within 10 minutes you will see a nasi lemak store.
Right.
Very common. Our country is full of good
No,
food.
but just can I add on something here? I'm coming to Malaysia very often nowadays. Kurang manis is never kurang manis. I was like, hey, I told you kurang manis, but it's so sweet, bro. Not only in Singapore, I think we love Asian food, right?
Yeah,
but do you think that in Malaysia as well, the food is like very rich and very
rich. Very rich. Very
okay.
rich.
So,
Every time you go to an Indian restaurant, let's say Banana Leaf, right?
Okay.
You eat, you come back within 30 minutes, you'll get heartburn.
oh, yeah, go. Nice, sleepy as well.
Oh, sleepy, yes.
Tookum. Konjo tookum varudha.
My wife's younger brother, he always has a term, nasi lemak tukong.
Nasi lemak tookum.
Nasi lemak
Okay.
tukong. After you eat the nasi lemak, you will get to sleep. It's time to sleep.
But do you agree that sleep is, oh my God.
Yes.
But of course, health-wise, we have to be very particular as well. On a serious note, right? So yeah, you were talking about that food culture, right?
I always tell my clients,
Yeah.
you have 7 days in a week.
Right.
Put some effort. Work hard for at least 6 days. Control your food. Control means you don't have to go into this boiled chicken, boiled broccoli, brown rice. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Just cut down and eliminate certain things like reduce your sugar, control your deep fried foods,
Okay.
that kind of things.
Right.
Then be active, physically active
Okay.
for 6 days or 5 days or 3 days even.
Right.
And then 1 day of the week, eat whatever you want. That's what I personally do. That's what I tell all my clients.
Right.
Be strict. Try to be very disciplined for at least 6 days a week.
Right.
1 day, let loose. Go enjoy yourself. Life has to be balanced.
But having said that, how about they recover the 6 day stuff all in that 1 day? You know what I mean, right? I do have clients as well. They are like that. But how do you handle that?
Eventually, they will become like, hey, I worked so hard for 6 days.
Correct.
I have this 1 day. I don't want to spoil it.
Right.
So I still want to enjoy it. At the same time, I want to be mindful.
Right.
They will eventually become like that because they have been working hard for 6 days. What?
Right,
If they
right.
eat everything from morning till night is to be gone.
Okay.
They will eventually become like that.
And then let's move into a bit of discipline, the character, the attitude, right? Being a bodybuilder, there's so many bodybuilders, right? I mean, we don't want to go into that dissect part. Let's focus on yourself, right? You're very disciplined. I saw one of the videos, even for the viewers, right? Watching this, I think you went for a wedding, or I can't remember. Around the table, everybody was eating some delicious food.
Yes.
But the camera just focused to your plate. I was like, you were having like real, clean, strict
Diet.
food diet, right?
yeah.
Where everybody is eating. Where that discipline come from?
If I want to talk about my discipline, I have to bring it back to my childhood. I've always been in sports.
Okay.
I played football for Kuala Lumpur state level
Right.
when I was under 12. Then under 15, I was a state runner. Under 18, I was a state runner. Under 15, I was Olahraga in Kuala Lumpur. 2 years back to back. I broke a 29-year track and field record, 1,500 meters. I just discovered the record is still there.
Okay.
I just recently discovered. So I was always into sports. And I have to thank my dad. He was my coach when I was in my athletic days. So he taught me what is discipline.
Right. You know, when we talked about discipline, but of course we had an earlier chat where I tried to understand or understood about you. Your dad played a very big role in your life.
Yes.
He played I think one of the biggest role, right?
Biggest role.
Let's talk about that.
I actually didn't know he played the biggest role in my life until he was gone. Actually, my father passed away back in 2019 January.
Sorry.
So, So when that happened, after that, life changed. I was 23 years old. I was working. I was studying. Suddenly, everything was like, everything is on my head now. I have to take care of my family.
full responsibility உங்க மேல அப்படியே பாரத்தை வச்சிட்டு இந்தடா நீ வச்சுக்க இப்ப நான் போயிட்டு கொஞ்சம் ஓய்வு எடுக்கிறேன் அந்த மாதிரி ஃபீலிங் உங்களுக்கு இருந்துச்சா? You had that feeling?
Especially when he was there, I'm like, okay, அப்பா இருக்காரு. Okay, Appa is there. Okay, anything, okay, we can go to Appa.
Correct.
Then suddenly he's not there anymore. Right. That's when I felt like, his presence, how much valuable it was. I only realized it after he was no more. Yeah, he's a very disciplined man. Very, very disciplined man. Very punctual, very disciplined. He trained me personally.
Okay.
On my in my athletics days.
Right.
I'll just tell you one example. I'm from Puchum boy.
Right.
I studied in St. John's KL.
Okay.
It's about 30 kilometers distance. So when I was Form 2, when I started running, so what he will do, my school will finish 6:45. 6:45, I'll come down, he'll wait at the door. He'll come in a bike. So he'll come with a bag full of my running attires and my sport shoe. I have to change. I give him my school bag. He will ask me to run.
Whoa.
To Puchum, to my house.
Then he comes in the bike.
He will follow me at the back.
Oh.
That's like safety for me.
Yeah, like
I have to
a
run.
safety car.
Safety car, safety bike.
Okay.
So I run 30 kilometers every day after school from St. John's to Puchum.
Okay.
Every day, almost 4 to 5 times a week.
Okay.
Then he will bring me. Okay, from Puchum, we have a track training ground in Bukit Jalil, where everyone can go. Bukit Jalil, next to the Bukit Jalil Stadium. So what he'll do, same thing. He'll ask me to run to the track.
Okay.
He'll follow at the back. Then when we arrived at the track, we will have certain programs, what to do and everything, given by my state coach.
Yeah.
So I will do the program. He'll just sit and monitor.
Okay.
Then after that, he'll ask me to run back home.
So looking at it, I think the discipline that you develop is a role model as a father who actually given you.
Yeah.
And your love and your passion for sports actually becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the habit, right? I mean, we all never forget to brush our teeth.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, even how rushed we are, we quickly do a quick 10 seconds or 20 seconds at least, right? So that becomes an habit. So wow, it feels like if you're not exercising one day, how do you feel?
Okay, if I actually don't exercise, I don't believe in the word depression, anxiety and all, but the days that I'm not exercising or I'm not able to exercise, I feel like shit, something is... What's happening? What am I? What is my life's purpose? I'll actually feel like that.
Okay.
Recently, I was admitted in a hospital for some stomach infection for 7 days.
Okay.
Oh, I had hard time. I really had hard time here.
Okay.
Mentally.
So
I would say it's a good thing. At the same time, it's a bad thing also.
Right.
I shouldn't put that much of stress into my head because I feel like that because my competition is nearby.
Okay.
Now I'm preparing for a competition, which is in another 8 weeks' time.
Right. So that actually pushed you, or rather, the kind of discipline that you are and said, no, I got to do this. I get to get right on my path, right? So let's talk a little bit more in discipline, because nowadays, discipline being slacked in most, right? Not only in sports, in a lot of stuff. Do you think that character and attitude plays a very important part in that discipline?
I feel like discipline is something that anyone can develop.
Right.
Discipline is just whether you like it or not. If you feel good to go to gym, good, you're going to the gym.
Right.
If you feel bad, you feel weak, you feel tired, you feel sleepy, and yet you're picking up your ass and going into the gym, that is discipline.
Right.
You like it or not, doing something continuously, consistently, that is discipline. That's what I believe. This is a habit that anyone can develop. But I would say, of course, anything new that you're doing or venturing into, in the early days, it will be hard.
Right.
As time passes with continuous effort and continuous dedication towards, okay, I should do this. If not, no, I'm not going to see my results.
Okay.
As time passes, it will become a habit while it will become an addiction, because you start seeing progress.
Right.
If you're doing everything right, okay, I'm going to the gym, I'm taking care of my food, everything is happening. Oh, I'm seeing results. Oh, now I like it
So
more.
it's very addictive, right? You don't want to even just let it go for a while, right? So I see a disciplined character comes in as well. Coming from the fitness industry for the past 20 years, I know how this works, right? Moving forward, right? I mean, you are doing both on-site and virtual training as well?
Yes.
Right. And I think your missus also is a yoga instructor.
Yeah, my wife is a yoga instructor.
So looks like your whole family is in the fitness industry.
We are all
right?
into fitness.
Yeah. I often say this in my talk sessions that doctors, try to cure. Personal trainers, we try to prevent. I think we work hand in hand, right?
True.
We try to cure, but there's never a cure. We also can try to prevent, but also can't prevent, right? So we are in the industry where we are helping people to live better, to have a lot of better health, right? How do you feel about that? How do you...
I feel good.
Yeah?
I just received a message yesterday.
Okay.
And I screenshotted the message. I wanted to make a video about it. Had a client, online client, virtual client. I've never met her.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention her name. So she's from KL. She messaged me yesterday. Bro, how are you? It's been a while. She's my client from 2001.
Okay.
I also have a habit. I started this online coaching since 2017.
Okay.
16, 17. I am still in touch with all my clients.
Right.
When their program ends, I always tell them, okay, just because our program has ended here, that doesn't mean we are done.
Okay.
You have to pay me extra money to text me. No. You can always message me. I always tell this to my client. So this girl, she messaged me yesterday. Bro, how are you? I just wanted to share that. Remember, I came to you with my PCOS issue. Now my PCOS is gone. It's reversed fully.
Right.
I lost weight. I look good. I feel good in and out. I'm so happy. On top of this, now I'm pregnant. She said, now I'm pregnant, because PCOS, one of the main cause for infertile.
Yeah.
So the PCOS is reversed. Now she's pregnant.
There you go.
With the first baby after trying for almost 5-6 years.
Right.
I was so happy. I went into tears.
There you go.
I was so happy. This is why I love doing this.
So you don't feel this as a job, right? We never feel this as a job.
I always helping people. Of course, we take some money for that, but I feel like this is nice.
Right. So even if, let's say, somebody is going to change you up and say, don't go anywhere for one day, I think you'll become the Achilles and then break that chain. Tamil dialogue. Those kind of stuff. I mean, as much as we live in this rat race, the world that we live on, right? I mean, constantly, sometimes we forget to turn inwards. A lot of people, right? I mean, sometimes we also can be in that line, but constantly, right? But as we progress in this era of our life, inactive is the most thing happening, right? We want to drive nearer to the lift, we want to take the escalator, we want to take the elevators and kind of stuff. Bodyல movements இல்ல கரெக்ட்டா அது ஒண்ணு இல்ல ரெண்டாவது blood pressure நம்மளோட glucose level எல்லாம் ஏறுது cholesterol and kind of stuff.
All those things.
How much more do you think in the fitness line, yourself, myself, what we can do better for the people?
Actually, if you go back 30 years behind, people don't have this much of health complications. Because those days, very few desk job. Everyone were on the ground. Not 30 years, maybe 50, 60 years.
Right.
But now, you like it or not, this is the new culture.
Right.
We have a lot of desk jobs. We go to the work at 9 to 5. We are just sitting here doing this. But it's our rice bowl. We can't tell them, okay, you have this kind of lifestyle, you must change your lifestyle, change your job. We cannot tell them. So to prevent whatever happening as a side effect of that, you must do something new. You cannot just do the same, having the same lifestyle and complain about, my blood works are not good,
Right.
I'm not fit, I cannot wear my pants,
Right.
I cannot wear my sari blouse. You cannot be complaining about that. You must do something new to achieve something that you have never done before.
Right.
So on top, to achieve that, do something as simple as, I tell my clients, at least hit 10,000 steps a day.
Okay.
Walk. I also don't take stairs most of the time.
But you see, bro, that's the thing, right? I mean, like, even when shopping centers, I'm sure you also done that, or probably I'm there. We should not be saying this, but it's okay, we are honest, right? We want to drive nearest to the lift and see
I know.
Allama. I don't know.
I know.
Then we try, don't have. Then
Don't
we
have.
have been forced to go far.
Yeah.
So are we?
I feel like I'm okay to do that because I do cardio 5 times a day.
Okay.
I train 5 times a
Okay.
day. But you must realize, but you're rushing and all, that's a different case.
Okay.
But try to have some physical activities.
Right.
Walk your dogs.
Right.
If you have a baby, just walk your baby.
Okay.
I have my son, I try to walk him every now and then.
Okay.
Even though I do my cardio 30 minutes every day.
Okay. So I can see another personal trainer on the making in the family business.
I don't know,
No,
I don't
probably
know.
you see, you are in the fitness industry. I mean, you are a fitness trainer of your own boss. Your wife is a yoga instructor. Probably he வந்து ஒரு தனியா ஒரு போஸ்ட் கொடுத்துருமா?
I don't know. They see, they do. They
Is it?
always say monkey see, monkey do, right? He's
Okay.
going to grow up seeing us being like this.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a good influence, I believe.
Right.
So yeah.
இப்போ வந்து இந்த மாதிரி உடற்பயிற்சியெல்லாம் நீங்கள் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, இந்த மாதிரி ஆல்கஹால், ஸ்மோக்கிங், இந்த பேட் லைஃப் ஸ்டைல் போகாமல் இந்த மாதிரி டிசிப்ளின் இருக்கிறது வந்து ஒரு ஃபிட்னஸ் இஸ் பிளேஸ் அ வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பார்ட் இன் அவர் லைஃப். வாட் டு யூ திங்க் அபௌட் தட்? டு யூ அக்ரி ஆன் தட்?
Okay, most of the people doesn't. I totally agree. I do take alcohol.
Okay.
Till now, I take alcohol probably 3 times a year.
3 times a year?
3 times
Okay.
a year or twice a year.
Okay.
Maximum, not more than 4.
Maybe Deepavali and your birthday? Or your missus' birthday?
No, mostly
Alright.
any functions
Okay.
where I'm not preparing for competition.
Okay.
Where I'm not on a strict diet.
Right.
That's when I take alcohol.
Okay.
That also, okay, I do get drunk and all,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
but maximum 4 times a year. That's it.
Okay.
I personally believe life has to be balanced. I go to holidays. Every time I go to holiday,
Yeah.
I don't work out there.
Okay.
I don't diet there.
Right.
I enjoy my life.
Okay.
I go into a different country. Why? I want to enjoy their culture, their food,
Okay.
their place and everything. I just live life.
Okay.
I come back, I get back on.
You start back on that, okay.
My clients will ask, who are already with me, they'll ask, bro, I'm going for holiday. What
Right.
should I do? I say, bro, enjoy. Enjoy.
Okay.
Because you're going to come back and do this thing. Go there, enjoy. You don't have to restrict.
So what's your favorite country, bro?
I've
I mean,
never been
that you
to,
have visited.
that I've been.
You see, you got many already.
No,
You're
not
thinking
many.
right
No,
now.
I'm thinking which
Okay.
food, which was the nicest food. I think Thailand.
Thailand, okay.
Thailand.
Oh,
I
okay.
love their food.
Okay.
My wife is she's a Thai food paithyam.
I see.
She's a Thai food paithyam. She influenced
spicy
me.
and all that. Okay.
Yeah, so I love their food.
அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணீங்க. ஓகே. ஸோ இப்போ பாடி பில்டிங்ல இருந்துட்டு டிசிப்ளின்லாம் வந்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு we talked about your career, pilot versus trainer. You took a trainer. You know, this stigma that always goes on, right? And sometimes people get very disappointed. Sometimes they take it too personally. Hey, நீ ஒரு personal trainer ah? நீ pilot படிச்சிருக்க, why personal trainer?
Yeah.
You know, you're just counting numbers. You're just standing there.
Yeah.
Did you get these kind of
Yes.
comments?
Now not really, but I used to get. I used to
Okay.
get when I was working in celebrity fitness. My
Okay.
early days,
Yeah.
the first 2-3 years, my relatives
Yeah.
they used to ask. Actually, the problem with relatives is they got no guts to come and ask you directly.
Okay.
If you think about it, if you
It's
think
only
about it,
behind the- behind the
they know
scene.
where to go and talk.
Okay.
They'll go to my mom.
Okay.
என்ன பைலட் படிச்சிருந்தான் ஜிம்ல வேலை செய்யறான் என்னது இது ஜிம்ல எல்லாம் வேலை.
Okay.
At that time I was doing modeling.
Okay.
என்னது இது மாடலிங்
Modeling,
ஜட்டி எல்லாம் போட்டு சுத்திட்டு
yeah,
இருக்கான்
yeah.
என்ன காம்படிஷன் அதெல்லாம்
Yeah,
போட்டு
yeah, yeah.
என்னதெல்லாம் இதெல்லாம் அப்படின்னு they don't know the அவங்களோட மைண்ட் செட் வந்து ஓகே எஸ்பி முடிச்சுமா டிகிரி படிக்கணும்.
Okay.
ஒன்னு டாக்டர் ஆகணும், லாயர் ஆகணும்,
Engineer.
ஆகணும்,
Okay.
இல்லனா போலீஸாவாச்சும் ஆயிரணும்.
Okay.
This is the all lawyer all these things இந்த ஒரு 5 வேலை இருக்கும்.
ஆமா.
அதுக்குள்ள நீங்க வரலனா you're not a successful person.
Oh, so
This is-
success is being measured within this. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, different family, different.
Okay,
My family
okay.
used to be like that. But I had the pressure. That's why I actually went and studied after that to get a degree.
Okay.
To get a degree, that's why I went.
Okay.
But that time, whoever spoke, I couldn't say like, okay, இவங்க இப்படி பேசுறாங்க, how to shut them up. I
Okay.
didn't know then.
Okay.
Now, no one come and ask me because what I'm doing, I'm quite certain that I do very good at it.
Okay.
I have a very good client base.
Okay.
I have a client base who are very happy with the progress.
Okay.
They go around, talk about me.
There
So
you
the thing goes around.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say success. I mean, successful is, it depends.
Okay.
எல்லாருக்கும் அது ஒரு subjective
Right.
matter. I am happy where I am now.
Okay.
The money that I make, the life I've built,
Right.
my
Families
house, my
and
car,
such.
my
Okay.
family, my
Okay.
son. I'm happy.
Yeah.
End of the
Because
day, I'm
you
happy.
also put that hard work, the dedication, the commitment kind of stuff, right? But there's still this thing, right? You know, இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் கேட்டிருப்பாங்க. A lot of people will be listening, right? That you want to do something, there's always these people who come and say, like, you know, relatives, friends, எல்லாம். Is it because that they can't do, that's why they also think that you can't do? And அந்த நொட்டம் பேச்சுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்களா, அந்த பேச்சு, அது என்னமோ பேச்சுல இருக்கு, நம்ம இந்த பேச்சே வச்சுக்குவோம், நல்ல டீசெண்டா அது வருது. அது வந்து இப்ப இளைஞர்கள் பார்த்துருப்பாங்க. The youngsters might be watching this, you know, sometimes they fail, but I believe that failure is a step to your success.
Yes.
Right? What is your thoughts, or what do you want to say to the youth who are watching this?
I would say, do what you like, but when you're doing it, you must give your heart and soul and do it. Do like there's no backup. If something happens today, you got no backup. You got nothing. No one is to help you there. I was in a situation like that.
Right.
After my dad was not there anymore, I was like, okay, now I got no backup.
Right.
I have to give my heart and soul and go all out on this, or I do something else.
During that time, do you tear? Tears.
During that time, I think probably last week I am my people around me, those are very close to me.
Yeah.
They call me very emotionless.
Emotionless?
Emotionless.
Oh, okay.
I don't cry easily.
Okay.
When my wife cries in argument or anything, I'll be just
Oh, okay.
முடிஞ்சா.
ஆமா,
I'll be like that.
இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட் அவங்க கேட்பாங்களா? கண்டிப்பா உங்களுக்கு
I mean, I tell this to her.
அப்ப சோறையோ தண்ணியோ மெத்த கூட கிடைக்காது ப்ரோ. கரெக்ஷன் நான் போய் பண்ணீங்க.
அவங்க தான் டயட் சாப்பிடலாம் சமைக்கிறாங்க.
பண்றாங்களா? ஓகே. போச்சு.
So they always call me very emotionless, but
Okay.
I see my emotion mostly when I'm driving. My car is my best friend.
There you go.
So I cried so many times in my car while driving. Even last week I cried thinking about my dad. The only time I cry is mostly when I'm thinking about my dad.
Right. But that is not a sign of weakness. I would definitely say
I don't call it
it's a kind of you recuperating and reanalyzing your metrics.
Yeah.
Will you agree with that, or do you have a different?
No. I agree with that.
Right.
I don't find crying is weakness. Crying is just expression.
Right.
It's just a way of you showing your emotion at that particular time.
There you go.
Crying is
Actually, ரொம்ப பேர் வந்து a lot of people will not agree, especially in podcasts or videos. Oh, நானும் மட்டும் நான் strong lah. You know, I'm the Achilles and
அதெல்லாம்
kind of
நான்
stuff.
நல்லா அழுதுருக்கேன். Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout, since Appa was no more there, I cried so many times. So many situations I got like, recently I had my housewarming. I was like, I wish he was here. Those kind of things.
ஆனா கண்டிப்பா அவரோட ஆசீர்வாதம், his blessing, I'm sure is there for you, right? I mean, even I lost my dad a couple of years back, you know, but that's always a thing, right? That we are doing whatever we do best. It's because of that life they have given us. So we are the
I'm so thankful
Yeah.
that my father didn't leave me like golds in the bank,
Okay.
jewelries,
No.
cash,
Okay.
properties, none of this
Okay.
he left. But I'm so grateful that he taught me about life.
There you go.
He gave me a lot of values.
Okay.
How to be disciplined, how to work hard. He's one of the hardworking men I've seen. Very, very hardworking. We are actually very close. Me and my dad very close. We share a lot of things. I know a lot of his early career days.
Okay.
He started as just a construction worker.
Okay.
Hard time lah. He came through a hard time, but I'm so grateful for whatever he taught me.
Definitely அந்த அவங்களோட whatever that he is, you know, that was passed down to you, and I think you are pressing again, right? So in this podcast, I mean, we talked a lot about your lifestyle, a little bit on your lifestyle. You cried. There's emotion, huh? It's not emotionless. இருக்கு. காரில் மட்டும்
சொன்னா
இருக்கு.
நம்ப மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க.
Yeah. Sometimes when people driving, hey, is that Keshav? Is he tearing or not? You know, probably, you know, like I said, that's how our strength is, right? I mean, not only, you know, women cry, men also cry.
Yeah.
Both of us cry, and it's fine, all right? It's a way of showing expression. Let's talk about it. Pilot and trainer you are right now. You are a great influencer in social media, and that's without any doubts. A lot of people are seeing the results. You are also going on-site trainings and so forth. What are your future plans? What are you planning to do? I know, as we as personal trainers in the fitness business, we only can train a group of people or maybe a little bit more. But there's so much of people to share our expertise, right? How do you manage, or what do you think you might want to do? Maybe an app in the future, or maybe you want to do talk sessions or seminars to gather more people to inspire.
I've thought about it many times, but right now my current goal is I'm actually a fitness coach and a competitive athlete.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just balancing both.
Okay.
Currently, my main goal is to achieve something in the bodybuilding career.
Right.
To achieve something great in the bodybuilding career while expanding my coaching business.
Okay.
My coaching business is, as you said, at one point you can only reach up to certain group of people or certain number of people.
Correct.
To overcome that, I just recently started sharing videos of me talking and explaining things on social media like Instagram, TikTok. Just want to share more of the things that I know.
Okay.
Especially in layman term. If you notice, a normal person, அவங்கள்ட்ட போய் ரொம்ப சயின்டிஃபிக்கா நீங்க த்ரோ பண்ணீங்கன்னா முழிச்சிருவாங்க என்னடா
என்ன பேசுறான் அவன்.
So I like to always tell things in a very basic understanding manner. So நம்ம ஒரு காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடான விஷயத்தை சிம்பிளா புரிய வைக்க ட்ரை பண்ணோம்னா they will be like, oh, இதானா?
Okay.
They will be like that. So that's what I just started.
Okay.
I want to share as much of knowledge that I've gained through my 10 years of fitness journey to people in a layman term.
Right.
Puranji, like simple. I just posted a video how you can change your life, you can achieve your goal by just eliminating or reducing these two things, added sugar and oil.
There you go.
இந்த ரெண்டு விஷயத்தை குறைச்சா எவ்வளோ நல்ல விஷயம் you will see, not just your health or your clothes, like as simple as acne குறையிறது,
your skin,
a lot of benefits,
lethargicness, all kind of stuff, right? It makes you very not clumsy but very sluggish.
Somberi.
Yeah, somberi.
Somberi. Yeah. So that's my current goal.
There you go. Ipa, bro, I mean, Keshavan, we talked a lot of stuff, right, over the past 35 minutes or 40 minutes right now. What is obstacles and challenges to you? If let's say if there's a barrier in front of you, what do you do? Do you go under it, or you go above it, or you just break the damn barrier? Or what do you do?
Obstacles in what?
In anything. Because you see, a lot of youth right now, or people who are watching this, right, sometimes they may have an obstacles or challenges. And ஒரு barrier வந்துட்டு தான் இருக்கும் வாழ்க்கையில. அதை வந்து எப்படி உடைச்சு எடுக்கிறது?
I've read this very famous quote when I was very young, I think about 21 years old. Whenever I have obstacles or any hard time in life, I tell this to myself. Whenever my clients, they will come and tell their problems in their work, whatever hard time they're going through, I tell this: God gives the hardest battle to his strongest soldier.
Right.
You are having a hard time, so you are a strong soldier. You got to fight it. Why he's giving you the hardest battle? Because he knows you can overcome it. So I truly believe this, and it works like a magic if you believe in this quote and you just fight the battle and you will eventually overcome it.
Something miraculous will happen. Because you are progressing yourself from the ground zero or the failure to wherever you go. Then that's where the faith comes in. Yes. I mean, that's why the correlation happens together.
Failures will be there, losses will be there, but all of that you must take into a learning curve.
Right.
I don't feel like, okay, going to a competition, not winning, it's not going to make any difference. I'm just going to continue working. It's just a learning lesson. Yeah. Okay, what I did in this competition. Okay, I did this. Okay, maybe I should do better. Okay, this is a learning lesson for me. I should do better. It's always learning. It's never failure. It's just learning. So, நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில வந்து எதுவுமே வந்து நிரந்தரம் இல்ல. Nothing is permanent. True. And as we walk, there's some unexpected challenges and obstacles come. நீங்க போய் தூங்கணும்னா நாளைக்கு எந்திரிப்போமானே தெரியல.
அத சொல்லுங்க. ஆனா நாளைக்கு தான் நிறைய பிளான்ஸ்லாம் இருக்கு. ஆமா. அது பண்ணு இது பண்ணு எல்லாம் பண்றோம். But you see, life is so fragile, and you made a very solid, bro, Keshavan. I think you make a very solid point. அந்த வாழ்க்கையில நம்ம போகும்போது, or that path that we are heading on, we want to enjoy whatever that we are given as the blessed in whatever in areas. And I think that is one part that we are talking today in the podcast is about health. இப்போ வந்து சில பேர் வந்து the exercises part will only come in when something happens.
Yeah.
It's late, but it's not that late to get started, right? What message that you want to send out to people who want to start exercising, but nali sella, oh, it's okay next week. Oh, I'm fine. I'm healthy. But nowadays we know that cardiovascular diseases or myocardial infarctions can happen as early as 20.
Yeah.
So many things happen. So what your suggestion or your advice, your tip to people out there that exercise, start now, don't wait tomorrow? What is your tip?
Two things.
Okay.
You can be a key point for you to start. Number one, get naked, look into the mirror.
Okay.
Are you happy with the way you're looking?
Right.
If you're happy, good. If you're not happy, start. Number two, go get your blood works. Go get a full body checkup. Your blood, your urine, your hormones, your heart. Do all these screenings, tests and everything. Spend some money. Once in a while, it's okay. You must spend at least once a year like this. Test, consult with the doctor and hear him out.
Right.
What he has to say. I'm very sure none of us are perfect.
Right.
You won't, everything perfect.
Right.
There must be something. If ellame perfect you are actually doing something. Which means you are doing futsal, 2 sessions of futsal a
Right.
week. Oh, okay, maybe that's why I'm good like this. If it's bad, you know why it's bad. You will know why it's bad.
So even the weekend warrior is also fine. Those who are like, say, I'm exercising, shorts lam put it, okay, I'm good at exercise. But at least once a week, at least something, right?
At least something, start.
Yeah.
At least something.
Yeah.
You have to start somewhere. It's not like, okay, இந்த மாசம் நான் ரொம்ப பிஸியா இருப்பேன், next month ஃப்ரீயா இருப்பேன், next monthல இருந்து என்னால 3 times exercise பண்ண முடியும், இந்த மாசம் எனக்கு ஒரு வாட்டி தான். It's okay, just start. ஒரு வாட்டி ஆச்சும் பரவாயில்ல, just start. Just start. You must start. If you don't start, you will never start.
There you go. So on the...
It's someday, no, it's one day or day one. Go for the day one. Just start.
So one thing I realized that having these podcasts with you, there's a lot of discipline, there's a lot of very simple methods you're talking about, Sometimes சில பேர் வந்து ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா ஆக்குவாங்க. Make it very complicated. That's why you look very sophisticated. Then people get started. But that doesn't work, right? இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கான்செப்ட், இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க வந்து giving it to people, right? In terms of how to stay healthy, start exercising, and you see the progress, the happiness that you get. We talked a lot about stuff. And even the future plans and what you might want to do. But just a very hypothetical question. Will you want to go back to a pilot again?
Oh, never. Never.
Okay.
Never. I love what I do. I love the freedom that I have when we talk about time. I wake up, I go to the gym, I train my clients, I finish my training, I'm home by 2:30
Right.
in the afternoon.
Okay.
I used to go back to the gym again to train night clients, but since I have a son now, I stopped doing that.
Right.
I want to spend time with him because he's growing so fast.
Okay.
I want to spend the most time here. I want to have memories. I want to create good time with my family.
Another hypothetical question, bro, before you go on to the அடுத்தது ரொம்ப tough question.
So I come back home by 2:30 பாருங்க. அடுத்த question கேட்டீங்க, நான் மறந்துட்டேன் ஒரு question.
இல்ல இது இப்பதான் கேட்க போறேன்.
Okay.
Say, let's say a 500,000 ringgit put on the table for you and say go for piloting. Don't work as a trainer. Will you choose?
No, I won't.
1 million?
No.
So that's passion already.
Yeah, it's passion because okay, of course, if I go into piloting, I can make more money.
Right.
I know that. But so what? I'm happy with what I make now and I have the freedom.
Right.
Because piloting is a great job.
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from them.
Yeah.
They are awesome. They are
Yeah.
flying us
That's
safely.
why we're traveling, bro.
Yeah, நீங்களா ரொம்ப நன்றி.
Traveling பண்ணி இருக்கோம்.
But I didn't like the lifestyle.
Okay.
I mean, I don't like the lifestyle of traveling. Your time will shift.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not that you will go to bed 12 and you'll wake up at 6 every day. It's like shift job.
Okay.
It changes and all.
Right.
It's just I feel like I'm not good at that. I'm not qualified
Right.
for that.
Right.
Especially after I'm into this bodybuilding journey for this many years.
Right.
Sleep is very important for me.
Yeah.
So I cannot go there.
So
I have
you will
the
not
time
you will
freedom.
not go to pilot.
I will
You
not
never
go-
go to pilot.
never
right?
go to pilot.
But being in the fitness industry, right? You are how many years there already, bro? 10 years.
I'm still
there-
new. I'm still new.
Okay, you're 10, successful. I'm in the 20 years. We still get people saying, oh, you're a trainer, counting numbers. You're uneducated. No job. Must be a gangster. Must be unsuccessful. Must be a failure. We get all these comments, maybe not daily basis, but constantly.
Yeah, every
the
now and
stigma
then.
have to be changed.
Yeah.
Right? The stigma have to be changed. Not all trainers are failures. Everybody comes from a job. Every job have to be respected. What is your take on this?
It's not just fitness coach, even people look at a police officer, it's like, hey, venala police kaasa vaangittu idu பண்ணுவான். It's normal. Most of the job, hey, doctor enala ivana paaka doctor mariye illa. Endha job senjalum, people will always have something to say.
You say correct?
You do good things, people will have bad things to say about you. You do bad things,
Also, people talk about bad things.
so no matter what you do in life, நல்ல விஷயம் செய்யறோமோ கெட்ட விஷயம் செய்யறோமோ நல்ல வேலையில செய்யறோமோ கெட்ட வேலை செய்யறோமோ, people will always have something to say.
Right.
All you have to do is இங்க வாங்கிட்டு இங்க விட்டுட்டு போயிட்டே இருக்கணும்.
Ignore therapy.
Ignore you,
Ignore
bro.
therapy.
The amount of hate messages, hate comments I used to get or I get in social media is too much.
Is it?
It's too much.
Does that affect you a little?
It used to in the early days, but I came to a point where, hey, okay, look, I have a public profile.
Yeah.
I chose to share everything here.
Yeah.
If I'm sharing everything here, I'm getting a lot of good messages, a lot of positive messages.
There you go.
If I can accept this, I should be able to accept the negative messages as well.
Nice.
You don't see me making videos. In the video நான் எதுக்கு செய்யறேன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன அன்னைக்கு ஒருத்தர் இந்த மாதிரி ஏசிட்டாரு blah blah blah. I don't do that.
But that is also quite common, right?
Yeah, it's very
people
common.
trying to justify that they are not.
I don't.
What is your take in that as well? Yeah.
I just ignore. I will say, if you can accept 10, because I do get a lot of love messages. Beautiful people that follows me. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful that over the years I have accumulated a lot of good people in my social media platform. I'm so happy, grateful, thankful for that. At the same time, there is a very small group of people who always throw
The not
they will, whatever you do, they will come with complaints and mostly fake profiles.
I see.
Mostly fake profiles.
Is that could be your competitors?
I don't know. I don't know. I never thought about it. I actually never bothered about them.
Yeah.
So if I can accept this love, I should be also able to accept the hate.
Right.
That is maturity, I feel.
Right.
Imagine the amount of hate Ronaldo gets.
Yeah.
Those celebrity gets.
Yeah.
What I go through is nothing compared
Is
to
it
that.
some kind of a norm, or people feel that, why he has it, why I can't? Why is he so successful? Why I can't? Why is it everything? People keep on asking this why, but they don't want to ask them how can I be better.
Could be.
They're not doing that. So that is also a downside of people's not able to be successful. But looking at you, you are like, you know what? I have decided what I'm going to do. This is what I'm doing. I get all the love messages, even that few messages of haters, the fake profile. I don't really bother. This is what I am. You are going in that path. I think people should learn this tip from you.
It's very important to, when you are in social media, when you have a lot of followers and all, you have to be able to accept this.
Right.
Because recently, most of us saw a case in Malaysia.
Yes.
A girl committed suicide. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
So, when you have the social media fame, you should know how to handle it.
Right.
It's very, very important. Because if you don't know how to handle, you will end up like this. It's a very important thing for those who are going into social media. Okay, I want to be an influencer. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
You can make money, you can make a living out of it, but you must be also able to understand, okay, there is pros, there's cons. You must be able to handle both. It's very important.
Right.
It's not joke. People are dying.
It can lead to a lot of stuff.
People
not only in Malaysia, but I think in most of the countries,
all
right?
over the world.
Recently, I saw an article. A boy was, done what he's not supposed to do because of certain pressures, bullying, and kind of stuff. Bro, I like to bring this. I know we are talking about fitness, we are talking about health, but since we are in this topic, I think it will able to send a very strong message out. Bullying. All right, I think bullying, cyberbullying, or even
it's very common.
Physical bullying, right?
Physical bully doesn't happen to me.
Yeah. They were
but cyberbully, I get.
You got, right? Even you also get bullied, bro.
I get that a lot.
Okay.
You know why? Because they know they cannot get punched in the face. This is a very famous Mike Tyson quote.
Are you doing any Muay Thai or something like that?
No
Muay Thai. No boxing,
No boxing.
You don't teach boxing?
No, I don't teach boxing.
Okay.
I love Muay Thai.
Okay.
I love MMA. I love UFC. I'm a big fan of
you
UFC.
You tend to go Thailand, so we are not sure what you are doing there. But yes, please do not mess. Okay, let's talk about this bullying stuff, right? Either physical or cyber. Your way of expertise, or maybe what you have went through, what people may be listening, young kids might be listening, youth may be listening, even adults may be also going to. What is your tip?
Okay, cyberbully. First thing about those who do, they are. I feel like people who bully someone in social media, let's talk about just social media, I feel like something is wrong with them.
Okay.
I personally believe something is wrong with them. They are not happy with their life. or they are not happy with their work or
Okay.
their family. They are not happy somehow
Okay.
in their life. So when they are in social media, they see everything. Also, they are into a negative point of view.
Okay.
So they start commenting.
Right.
The second thing why they comment is because they know, okay, now I have a shield in front of my face. Nobody know who am I. This is fake profile.
Right.
Even let's say real profile, they know, oh, he's not going to come and catch me.
Okay.
I'm far from here.
Right,
I'm in
right,
JB.
right.
He cannot do anything. So I can talk whatever I want. Those bad words,
Okay.
all the ugly things lah.
Yeah, ma'am.
They will talk. That is people who are doing the bully. People who are receiving it in social media, I feel like they should be strong here. That's
Right.
very important. You must be very strong here. That's why, once again, if you are there on social media as a public profile,
Right.
you are allowing it.
Right.
You are deciding, okay, anyone can come and comment anything they want.
But you see, bro, along that line, I also like to debate on this, right? They can delete it, what?
Yeah. I don't delete any of my...
You don't?
I don't.
You keep them.
I just keep...
You are getting, they are getting entertained.
Yeah. Okay, I have this... Most of the time when one or two bad comments I
Yeah,
get in my
yeah,
Instagram, right?
yeah.
My good followers, they will come fight. I'm like, okay,
Oh my
I'm happy
gosh.
that a lot of people are supporting, but
Yeah.
I don't delete. I just let it be there.
My gosh, this social media has definitely helped a lot of us, but at the same time, it also caused
Yeah,
certain
there's good and
harms.
bad things.
So you talked about, how to be resilient. You must be able to take this. But if let's say, if the bullying happened physical, kids nowadays, because they're afraid, because if I say I may get bullied, அது மனசுக்குள்ளே வச்சிருப்பாங்க school, primary schools, or even in stuff, right? What is your message to them? If a kid is being bullied, if the kid is watching this, what they should do?
Okay, I'll just share my experience. I'm from Tamil school.
Okay.
I grew up in Tamil school. When I went into St. John's,
Okay.
I don't know how to speak a sentence in English.
Okay.
I couldn't convey a basic sentence in English. I have hard time communicating with people.
Okay.
I really had hard time communicating people, but you know how our culture is, the racism, all those things. If I had I could have been into the bullying situation, but I didn't get into.
Okay.
You know why? Because I was always into sports since day one.
Okay.
So me being in sports, everybody knows me in my school. Even though I cannot talk to someone,
Right.
every now and then they will call the athletes to the Parimpunan, they will
Right.
give the medal, they will give the gift,
Okay.
all those things. My whole school knows me for just my sports background.
Okay.
So when you are someone, you can be a
Made a
smart
point.
student, you can be a good you can be good in your scouts,
Okay.
you can be good at chess player, any sports. In school, there is badan uniform,
Okay.
education,
Yep,
so many
yep.
things. We have a lot
Right.
of things in school. You can be good in your studies, or you can be a good chess player, badan
Okay.
uniform, cadet police, or whatever.
Okay.
You must be good at something.
Okay.
You must be continuously showing like I'm someone.
Right.
If you're someone, no one will be there to come and touch you.
All right. There you go.
That's why I feel like, because whenever I hear the school bully cases,
yeah.
it's either the fat kid will get bullied,
Okay.
the common one, like
Okay.
fat kid will get bullied, or the skinny kid will get
Okay,
bullied.
okay.
How was the skinny kid? Then I think, I thought about it. Why I didn't get the bully? Then I was like, oh, okay. I was good at sports, so everyone want to be my friend. When I was in school, everyone was my friend.
You see, well, you also made a point also, which I want to talk about a little, right? Whether the kid is an oversized or undersized or whatever situation they can be, right? But I think that sport element that you bring in, the fitness element, right? So it's a character building. So
Yes.
parents who are watching this, make your kids start as early as what, Keshavan? And I believe that fitness will mold them up into a stronger person.
Yes.
Because the weaker you are, a little stronger may find it entertainment to press it down. Adu correct, bro?
Yes, because when you're in sports,
Yeah.
you will experience these two things, winning and losing.
There you go.
When you experience these two things,
Yeah.
it builds a lot of character.
There you go.
Of course, early days you will struggle handling all the losses and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
but as time passes, you will get better at it.
Right.
You will become good at it.
Right.
So it will build a lot of character.
Is it like, a certain sport, right? Even activities like swimming, martial arts, it develops a character within you
Yes.
to break them and to bring them up to where they should be to protect themselves. It's not a nasty world, but it can be sometimes.
Yes.
It can be sometimes, right? We never live in a perfect world. But let's jump into this last segment that I want to talk about, which I think will be very useful since we are using this Taranam, this situation to talk about it, right? If they're getting physically bullied, kids are getting physically bullied. Sometimes அது அவங்களுக்குள்ளே வச்சுப்பாங்க. It can be any kind of physical.
Yeah.
அப்ப அவங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்? What they should do?
When they're getting physically,
Yeah,
if they can protect themselves,
Yeah.
it's good.
Okay.
If they have any martial background or even you don't know anything, you're
Right.
trying to protect yourself, it's good.
Okay.
If not, you must go and tell to someone.
That's the part. But the kid is very afraid, bro. Sometimes அந்த பயம் இருக்கும் நம்ம சொல்லிட்டா வரும் அப்பாக்கு அம்மாக்கு சொல்ல வேணாம் don't tell the parents, don't tell the teachers. But I mean, we are trying to create some awareness here, right? To tell the kid, whoever watching this, be bold and tell the parent.
Yes. If you don't do it,
Yeah.
it's going to continue happening.
You're
have
allowing
go
it to
through.
happen.
You are allowing it to
There
happen.
you go.
I'm not good at this because I've never experienced it.
Right.
But I think that's the right thing to do.
Right.
If you can protect yourself, and still inform your parents.
Yes.
Appa, I just punched 2 guys in the school today.
Okay.
Tell someone.
Okay.
If you cannot protect
Yeah,
yourself, go back to Appa. Tell Appa, I got punched by 2 guys today.
Okay.
You still tell it anyways.
Right.
So someone comes to the school, tell the teachers, some disciplinary action will
Right.
be taken from at the boys or something.
Yeah.
Then while this happening, try to do something about yourself.
Correct. இது வந்து ஒரு character building. I mean, whoever parents are watching this, I think me and Keshavan, we were sharing about the awareness of bullying either in physical or virtually. But I think in physical or virtually, I think the key message is from weakness, you need to quickly transform yourself to strength.
Yes.
But if you're not able to do that, like what Kesh has talked about it, right, Keshavan? That, when you are getting physically bullied, I think the most important thing is go and get help. Do not
Yes.
keep inside and then you will be then the continuity is allowing because you are allowing it to happen. Am I right to say that, bro?
Get help.
Yeah.
That's
So
very
getting help
important.
is important. But also, before we end this podcast, getting help, nowadays people think that is weakness. It's not strength anymore. Oh, I'm getting help, I'm weak. That kind of stuff. So, அதனால especially our youth, bro, because இது வந்து யாருமே அப்படி பேச மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. Nobody is talking to our youth as much as what we want to do in this podcast, right? What is your suggestion or tip? You have come from not a very smooth transition of your path. Of course, you have a role model there to guide you, but சில கிட்ஸ்க்கு அந்த மாதிரி இருக்காது. இந்த பாத்துக்கு இருக்கவங்க வந்து what is you want to tell them about getting help?
It's nothing to be அவமானப்படுறதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை. நம்ம அழுவலாம் சோகமாக இருக்கலாம், நம்ம கஷ்டத்தை ஒரு ஆள்கிட்ட சொல்லலாம். I always share my problems to my close ones.
There you go.
My wife, my coach, my best friend. I tell them. You know why? When I tell them, I feel good. So I'm not afraid of, will they judge me? I have my circle who will never judge me.
Right.
So I go to them. So it's okay to get help. Because when you tell about your problems, you will get ideas to solve the problem from a different perspective.
Okay.
Different
But
point
then
of
also
view.
you're telling to the trusted and the loved one, not
Yes.
anyone.
No.
Yeah, okay, take note of that.
Yeah, that's very important. It's very important to share your secrets to the right person. It's very important. If you share it to the wrong person, it can come back to you
Fire
in a
back.
different way. Yeah. Better not do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. On top of all this, about this bullying and all, if you're young, if let's say I'm 6 years old, I have a father. If I can go back to my father and tell something, just an example, I will ask the father to put me into any sports. Sports like martial art, football, or anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Put your kids into sports.
Nice one.
Of course, education is very, very important. I personally believe sports is equally important. Education is good. You will build your knowledge, all those things. At the same time, sports will build character.
There you go.
I personally believe, because if you are into multiple sports, I used to play hockey, badminton, football, so many sports. When you're in that, you're mixing with a lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of teachers who are teaching you different sports. You will learn so many things from everyone. Even my athletic days, I had about 3-4 coaches.
Okay.
My Daira coach, my school coach, my state coach, and my father as a coach. I learned everything. I mean, so many things from everyone.
So I
builds
think
the character.
he definitely made a very solid point here. I mean, when you are going through hardship, you are learning failure because you already tasted failure. And then as the growth comes in, you become a very strong character of yourself, that you protect yourself from whatever situation you can land yourself into, right? But that's the more important that we talked about. Before we end this podcast, though, I mean, we talked A to Z already. All right. I also know a bit of your secrets, that you cry in your car.
Now everybody knows.
Tear in your car, but that's fine because I did that as well. But நீங்க வந்து இந்த மாதிரி சோஷியல் மீடியா அப்படியே ஃபிளாட்டா சொல்லிட்டீங்க, எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிய போகுது. இது முடிச்சு வந்து எல்லாம் கேட்க போறாங்க. Okay, tearing in your car.
I'm actually everyone has passed.
There you go.
I've never felt ashamed to share my past. I have some post in my social media. If you go all the way down, you can see some stupid young kids posts, that kind of posts.
Okay. You didn't take them out.
Huh? I didn't delete one of them. I have followers who come to me, share the post. Bro, I just went down to your profile. You have some very dirty post in your past and everything. I think it should be nice if you remove it.
Oh, they say that?
I mean, they are just out of concern.
Okay.
They're like, okay, if anyone else see means what they will think. It won't be nice for you.
Do you take them down?
No, I don't take them, but I explain to them nicely. Because when someone come and tell you certain things nicely as advice, you reply to them nicely. So I reply to them nicely. Okay, look, thank you so much. I really appreciate your concern and everything, but it is who I am.
Right.
That's my past.
Okay.
I don't want to go and change my past. Let it be there. It's okay. People let people know.
Right.
I'm like that.
Okay, bro. இப்போ இதெல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கவங்க வந்து those people are watching this because eventually we're going to share it in all our social media and Kopi Events, Spotify, our social media platforms. What is the message that you want to நச்சுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்களே நச்சு ஒரு நெத்தி அடி அந்த ஒரு powerful, it can be 1 minute, it can be 2 minutes, but whatever, the time is yours, bro. What do you want to tell the crowd, the people out there, audiences?
If you ask me to share something, a good message, I'm not going to talk about fitness, discipline, diet, training, because I've been sharing it every day.
Okay.
A very important message that everyone should follow right now in this current generation, current social media world is, and just once again, a very famous quote, spread love, not hate.
Ooh,
I always
nice.
tell this in social media. Of course, diet, training, all these things, fitness, being financially stable, successful, all that is very important for everyone.
Okay.
But spreading love is very, very important.
Okay.
And not hate. If you don't have something nice to say about someone, just
Don't say.
shut up.
Don't
say anything.
Yeah, okay.
If you got good to say, just say it. Don't feel like, hey, நம்ம சொன்னா just say it. Compliment people.
Right.
Be nice to someone. Say thank you. Say hello. Hi. How are you? How is your work? How was your training? How is your day? Have you eaten your lunch? Ask these kind of good things. When you, if let's say someone comes home or at office very stressed and everything, just ask, how's your day? They'll feel like, hey, nice to hear this. That's why spread love. Spread love doesn't mean you must go and tell to someone, I love you so much, I miss you, it's been so long.
Okay.
No, just ask, how are you?
Right.
How is your day? Have you had good sleep? How was your weekend? These kind of things. Just
It's elevate them and then the love and
make people
everybody's
feel
happy.
good. Make people happy. Spread love, not hate.
Thank you, Mr. Keshavan. Thank you, bro.
so much, brother. Thank you
It's
so
a very great pleasure to have you in this podcast.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. This is my first ever podcast experience. I've never been to any podcast.
Right.
I've just watched podcasts all my life.
Well,
So,
there's a saying, right? Once you start, the RPM just goes up. You're going to do more podcasts. I'm very, very sure.
Hopefully.
All podcasters, potential podcasters who are watching this, Kesh is a fantastic human being, great friend, even though we are
New
350 kilometers apart.
away in Singapore.
From Singapore to KL, here we are. Thank you. Let's open up water, bro. Let's cheers. I mean, I don't have Kopi today, but water.
worries.
Cheers, buddy.
Better.
And thank you for joining me once again. This is your host, Vance, Kopi with Vance. We will catch up again with another exciting podcast right here in KL. Adios, amigos. Thank you. Good job, bro.
Good job.
ஒரு hour போனதே அப்படி தெரியல பாருங்க
ஒரு hour போச்சா?
போயிடுச்சு. In fact, 1 hour